Top 10 Scariest Horror Movies Based on True Events ranked by accuracy. Some horror movies are terrifying, but what makes them even scarier, knowing they actually happened? Today, we're counting down the top 10 scariest horror movies based on true events, ranked by how accurately they follow real-life stories. Some of these films stay true to reality, while others take a few creative liberties. Let's dive in if you dare. 10. The Blair Witch Project 1999. Starting off at number 10, The Blair Witch Project fooled audiences into thinking it was real. This found-footage horror film follows three filmmakers who vanish while investigating a local legend. But here's the truth, it was all fake. There was no real Blair Witch, and the actors were just playing a role. The only real thing, the creepy folklore that inspired the story. Still, the movie's realistic approach made it one of the most unsettling horror films of its time. 9. The Exorcist 1973. At number 9, The Exorcist is loosely based on a 1949 exorcism of a boy known as Roland Doe. The real case involved strange noises, objects moving on their own, and violent episodes. But while the real exorcism was terrifying, the movie takes things to extreme levels, adding head spinning, projectile vomiting, and full-blown demon battles. The truth, it's a terrifying movie, but with a lot of Hollywood horror added in. 8. Annabelle 2014. That creepy doll Annabelle, it's real. But here's the catch, the real Annabelle is just a Raggedy Ann doll, not the porcelain nightmare we see in the movie. Paranormal investigators at Andlor and Warren claimed the doll was possessed, but unlike the movie, it never attacked anyone. So while Annabelle is inspired by a real haunted object, the movie's events are highly exaggerated. 7. Wolf Creek 2005. This brutal film is inspired by Australia's real-life backpacker murders. The killer, Ivan Milat, was known for hunting tourists in the outback. But while the movie captures the horror of being stranded with a predator, the plot itself is fictionalized. The real story is just as chilling, but this one takes some creative liberties. 6. The Strangers 2008. Ever had a stranger knock on your door late at night? That's where The Strangers gets its horror. The movie was inspired by the unsolved Ketty cabin murders and real-life break-ins. However, the film creates its own plot, adding in masked killers and a sense of pure dread. The result, a terrifying home invasion story, but with fictional details. 5. The Conjuring 2013. Based on real paranormal investigators at Andlor and Warren, The Conjuring tells the story of the haunted pair and family. While the Warrens did investigate this case, many of the film's events like the exorcism scene were completely made up. But that doesn't stop it from being one of the most chilling supernatural films ever made. 4. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974. At number 4, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is loosely based on real-life serial killer Ed Gein. He didn't use a chainsaw, but he did collect human remains. And even more skin, the movie takes these disturbing details and turns them into a full-blown nightmare. It's not a true story, but it's inspired by very real horror. 3. The Amityville Horror 1979. In 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his family in their Amityville home. A year later, the Lutz family moved in and claimed it was haunted by dark forces. While some believe their story, skeptics argue it was a hoax. Either way, the Amityville Horror remains one of the most famous true horror stories ever told. 2. The Exorcism of Emily Rose 2005. This movie is based on the tragic case of Annalise Michel, a young woman who underwent 67 exorcisms before dying under mysterious circumstances. Unlike most possession movies, The Exorcism of Emily Rose stays true to the legal battle that followed. The film is terrifying because much of it is real. 1. Zodiac 2007. At number 1, Zodiac is the most accurate horror film based on true events. This movie follows the real-life Zodiac killer, who taunted police with cryptic messages and was never caught. Unlike other films, Zodiac sticks to real police files, making it a terrifyingly accurate retelling of one of history's most infamous murder cases. So, there you have it, 10 horror movies based on true events, ranked by accuracy. Which one do you think is the scariest? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling discoveries. Until next time, stay safe, if you can.